And we are underway in Buffalo. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out.
And right away, he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not seeing it happen.
Oh, Young loses it. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough?
And now a fumble. The ball's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they will set up shop red zone territory at the 13-yard line. And we know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are touchdown.
Dawson Knox, a touchdown ground from Josh Allen. And the Bills use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. Allen will try to throw for it. Here's a diving catch right side. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is. And I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Hello, welcome to the stream.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
We basically just playing rookie arcade mode against the Panthers with 15-minute quarters, just see how many points I can score. I'm going
20,
for
but not by much.
200.
In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Sanders. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Decent gain on the scramble at 6, but now it's 4th.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. On the return, Hardy. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
Going deep for Diggs. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 66 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Another impressive drive. So they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he is in to make it 16-0. I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Now a hit and a loose football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Allen now on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That is incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Here's Allen. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 36 yards on the play. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1.
Now, that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only second down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up.
Touchdown, Bills! James Cook, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bills are able to add on to that lead. Well, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Thorough domination right now, and the game plan is simple, obviously, Charles. They're going for 2 after every touchdown, and it's 24-0.
Don't you just get the sense right now that they're just flexing? I mean, you'll be able to do whatever they want, how they want, 3 two-point conversions, and now they're up 24-0. So essentially they gained a field goal out of it without even trotting the kicker out there.
Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
That'll be marked as a 20. On first, a 2 to the 19. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up. Young will set to throw. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Chark from 6 yards away. And the Panthers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback, but hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead, but at the same time, got it done, and it'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make it 24-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. On the return, Deontay Hardy. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Boy, CD, what a start for them. Still in the first quarter. They're absolutely blitzing them. All the points that they've put up, I'm not sure what you say on the other sideline right now.
I think it's as simple as this, partner. The way that they're playing, there's no limits on what this lead could become.
It's Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He's got it at the 10. And he's not going to make it to the goal line. They've been perfect on the night in 2-point conversions, but not here, as this time they come up empty. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They go play action. Young. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Play action's supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Young on third down. Now he'll escape to his right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big third down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
Here's Hardy set to return. Shrugs him off. A nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And out will come the offense as they take over. And here come the Bills. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills are an extra point away from going up by 30. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. Was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it.
Oh, Young loses it. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A second fumble recovery in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the first fumble recovery, they were eager to get a second win.
Touchdown! Gabriel Davis, 34 yards. And the Bills just continue to roll.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Here's 3rd and 6. Young working out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, Young loses it. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no...
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Bills. Dawson Knox doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Bills are pouring it on.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back.
Ready.
Young looks to throw on first down. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Here we go.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Young. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And taken right at the 35. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. A punt return of 65 yards. And the Bills have got it on cruise control.
Well, it certainly feels like that kind of game, doesn't it? No matter what they do, it's going to work. That might be the absolute crusher right there. A punt return for a touchdown.
Feels like there's been a lot of crushers in this game. This lead just gets bigger. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that.
Now, loose football. The ball comes out. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Remember in preseason when we went to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. Well, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I'd want to get right back out there and get after them, because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after him.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Well, he's been the guy, already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
Going deep for Diggs. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs doing it again with his third touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Bills extend their lead yet again.
Brandon, we're not even out of the first quarter yet, and that's his third receiving touchdown of the game. Tremendous job, and I think this might come under the heading of when someone has the hot hand, you've got to keep going back to them.
And on the defensive side, they better figure something out quickly.
Yeah, I think that no matter what, you've got to do something to slow him down. I don't care if it's double or triple coverage. Make someone else emerge, because right now, he's absolutely shredding him.
And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Carolina offense about ready to go.
Come on, set.
Young on first down. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing, Young. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw, Young. They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. And he is going to have a Panthers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Ready?
From the shotgun, it's Young. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
Starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's Stephon Diggs as he and the rest of the offense get ready to go again. He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver because they need a quarterback throwing it accurately, people to block for the quarterback, so many other variables. But, boy, he's getting...
He's got a man complete. A big play here for Buffalo. And even 40 yards.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. He delivers a big play here for this offense.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. Touchdown! Khalil Shakir, 40 yards. And the Bills continue to pull away here in this first half. Well, I'll say one thing, Charles. You're getting really good practice here in breaking down touchdowns. What did you see there?
Well, the same thing I've seen over and over and over in this first half. My scintillating analysis, Brandon, this offense is absolutely taking no prisoners.
And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. To throw, it's Allen. Complete at the 1. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
The tackle is made by Micah Hyde. 2nd down and 6 now. Out of the gun, it's Young. That one into the hands of Thielen and complete. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
Here we go.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Ready.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And now we move our focus to Stephon Diggs. He's the star wide receiver, and he's doing his thing so far here into the 2nd quarter.
And how you get distinguished as a star is each and every week performing to a high level no matter what they throw at you, because you're always wanting to take him out of the game if you're a defensive team. How do you press him, double him, triple him, all those things? But the best players show up each and every week, solid games and some spectacular ones.
And he has showed up time and time again. Going deep for Diggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, you've certainly got to be on your toes defensively when you're facing Josh Allen. He can hit you from any angle. He's got arguably the strongest arm in the business, and he uncorks a deep one here. But that one falls